Hi everybody, Heidi here, your Yorkshire crafter. How are you doing? I can't believe I'm actually doing this video. This is Sunday the 18th of August. It's 20 to 9 and I'm going live at 11 o'clock. But what I'm going to do now, I need for the live. So I did some, but then I need to do the video to show you how to do it, if that all makes sense. So the end product you'll see get made up on live, which it sounds weird because by now the live will have already happened. So if you want to see it, go and watch what happens. Right, I'm just seeing how far, because I did another video yesterday and I think I must have had my camera lower down, so everything seemed to be here. And you know I don't edit, so it is what it is. I'm just going to try and move it a little bit actually. See if that stays where it is. Right guys, so on the last live, I was asked about rice paper. And don't use it. I think I once, when I was younger, must have been when me and Andy first got together, I bought a kit. And it was a Pooh Bear kit because that's what I loved then. And you wet the rice paper and just ripped it off around it. Stuck it on a card. So, yeah, I did do cards at one point for about a day. Yeah, you stuck it on and then stuck your image on top. Your images were already coloured in and everything. It was just a kit, a card kit. So that's the only thing I knew about it. So I looked it up, rice paper, what to do with it and what have you. Because I wanted to make it something different. But I got waylaid. And I found lots of videos. So I'm not crediting anybody. I found lots of videos for faux rice paper. And do you know what? I'm in love. So I've put my own spin on it and done it my own way. So I'm going to do that. So I'm using washable PVA. This was the only thing I kept from the out of kids stuff when I sent it all to schools. Because they don't use that now. They use all grown up stuff. But I've just had a look. 500 mils. This one, exact one on Amazon. It's £3.49. So you can't knock it at that. So 2 parts PVA, 1 part water, and I literally just guessed it. I love playing with glue. I also did tell you when we did the serviettes on cards that I'd find more stuff to do with the serviettes. This is one. I've already got some in the pipeline that I'm working on. I just haven't had time to work on it yet. I might be getting a bit carried away here. But I did have to make 2 lots up yesterday, so might as well, aren't I? It's definitely going to get used anyway. So I'm just using the water out of it. It's just normal tap water. And I'm guessing, like I say, I want it to go up to about there. I'll do. And because I didn't like it as is, I mean I did like it, but I preferred it. I wanted it to look more vintage, old. So I was studying drinking a cup of coffee and I chucked some coffee in it. In fact, I used this. I scooped it out of my coffee cup and kept putting it in to see how dark it'd go. So yesterday Andy made me a little bit up in a little jam jar. I'm keeping all this stuff now. Oh, do you know what? I'm just putting it all in. Yeah, this was from a cream tea we had the other day. Delivered to your door. You can't have out better. It's just amazing. Right. Just going to use back of a paintbrush. It does mix in, by the way. Really well. You can do it with tea. You can do it with inks. Use your inkers. You don't have to even have it brown. You can go any colour you want. I purposely wanted to go brown because of the vintage, but because of the style of serviettes I were using. This might be a bit watery. You don't want it like water, but you don't want it like thick glue either. That will just be alright, I think. I'm going to add a tiny bit more glue. You'll know the texture you want when you've just played with it yourself. Because I put the right amount of water in, but then I put coffee in, didn't I? So, also liquid. Oh, that's better already. Sorry if you can hear my laminator. I need it for live today, and my laminator's that rubbish. I've got to have it on 2 hours. I just can't afford a new one yet, but that's on my list, 100%. I could have used my Gina K fuse, but it's not big enough for what I want on live, so it's only got, I think it's got a 6-inch hole, which isn't big enough for what I need to go through. I need 8.5 inch. Right, that's your stuff made, so I'll just move this out of the way. Paintbrushes, these are just, you got 10 in a pack. I didn't buy them for this, I bought them for the other thing I'm doing, but they've worked perfect for this. 10 in a pack, and they're £7.59. That's a bargain. That really is good though. So, put that away. Now you need parchment paper. I won't tell you what I paid for this. I purposely bought an extra strong one because I didn't know how it was going to go, or in fact I can't even remember what I paid for it anyway, but I know it weren't cheap, but there's an awful lot on it. Yeah, I'll 45 years then. It'll go in the kitchen after, so it's not wasted. But I'm not gonna lie, the way I've enjoyed doing these, I think I'm just gonna end up making loads and loads of these. Right, I'm just gonna make some room. I'll move the ones I've already done. Right, so we've got room now. Right. Now this is one I haven't done it on, so I'm going to try it on this one as well. So you want just the one layer. And because of what I'm going to do with mine, I'm going to cut off the top and bottom because I just want this. I just want the middle. So I'm going to close it. It's only so that I don't have to put 2 lots of this down really. But the end product is too big. And then I cut it down anyway for what I want to do with them. You'd think I'd put it to size now because it's hard when it's done. But you can't, Alex, because it moves. And it might be bigger, it might be smaller. Come on. Right. It's not working that way. It's not working if I work my fingers. I remember, if I remember right, what should I say? When I used this one last time, it took me ages to get it apart. I was just going to say, if I can't do it, I'll get the tape out and do it the tape way. But I've done it. Oh, she says. Come on. There we go. Gosh, that's the longest it's ever took me. So sometimes you have 2 and 3 layers. This is just a 2-ply. Gosh, that's super thin, is that one? I was going to say don't throw them away. Right, so what you need, you take your brush. You need to, underneath this, you need your glue mixture. So what I do, you can mark each corner so you know where you're doing it. But I'm just, so I need it from that side to that side. And I know I want it to go to the bottom. So that's all I do. It hasn't mattered which side of the greaseproof paper I've used. It's worked on either the slippery one or the not slippery one. They're both slippy actually, but so this one I'm doing, I don't even have one of these done, so I can't wait to see how this one turns out. Although I have found also the more white space you have, the better. But this, I'm interested to see what this one looks like. So catch it from the bottom. I do it this way because if I start at top, it's all creased by the time I've got to the bottom. I like it to be creased, but not as creased as what it was. And because we're going to do something with it after, you don't see this. Right, so from the middle, you're going to coat the top. Oops, oh, I'm chucking it all over, look. I just want to tell you something. Let me just get this off. Yak. So when you're doing the top, you've got a load on your brush. You'll know when to put more on your brush. Like now, it's pulling the serviette and it will rip it. So you just keep loading your brush. Don't matter how wet it gets, it dries. Leave them overnight. You'll love it, honestly. You'll absolutely love what it does. Absolutely fantastic if you do, what they're called. What they're called when you put mixed media in the books. Journals and stuff. I sort of wish I did them now, because I made some of these and thought, what am I going to do with them? I do want to put some on cards, which I will eventually, because I've got loads to play with now. Look at that. I just stick it in window because I've got, if you watch my video, you'll see big window that I've got. You know me, if you watch the craft room tour, you'll see big window that I've got. I just put them in window there. And then round by where my cutter is and on the floor, and there's something about it that's really satisfying. Well, I'm not going to do a load because I don't want to make up any more solution. I just wanted this to be a quick video to show you how to do it, and then in another thing we'll do some videos of what to do with them. I think we could be nearly there. Yeah, you'll just know by your brush. It starts, it's pulling, but it's not. If you let it pull too much, it's going to rip. You can repair a rip. If you rip it, you just pull very carefully, you just pull it round and keep stretching it. You know, bring it in like that. You keep bringing it in until you get to your roll and cover it up. So this one's done. But just so I can get it off the paper easy, this was a genius hack that somebody put on one of theirs. But she went all the way around. Just lift your corner up. She did it all the way around because she weren't sure how it was going to go, but I've tried and tested mine. I only need that one bit. Unless you plan on using the whole thing, I want that kind of texture on the end, then go all the way around. It makes it dead easy to bring off, honestly. I'm not going to go all the way around, I'm just showing you that. Which I'll show you the ones I've already done in a bit. So that's the first one done. Yes, it's soaking wet, but it'll dry perfect. Right, we'll move on to one that's got some white in it. So I've got all these out. That's gorgeous. Some of these I'm going to do in one panels. I should have thought about that and cut some down. I haven't done him, but I have to think about him first to see what I'm going to do with him. Because I take the middle, it'll be a bit awkward, so I might have to do that. I'll have a play with that one. And I've done one of these. But again, actually, I only did the bottom bit. So I don't know what I'm doing with that one yet. That's gorgeous, isn't it? But if you had that in the middle of your, it'd be alright. I think we might do that one. And we'll do these. This is my absolute favourite. I've already made this into the finished project. And these will be amazing for Christmas. Absolutely amazing. We'll just put them to the side. Let's do the robins, but we have to cut the top and bottom off. Well, you don't. You can put more paper out. Tell you what, I'll show you what I did with more paper. It just uses more paper, it uses more of your glue mixture if you're not going to use it all. So obviously I'm going to have to sit it like that. See if we can get it straight off. This is a 3-ply, I can see off it. Hopefully I've got that top one there. Oh, I have now. Good girl. See, that's amazing and all. That second one's got that slight print on. That'll be great. Get these two undone. These backings, you do the same with these backings. I'll show you something with one of them. There you go. You can see the robbins slightly. Might use that one. So we know we're going that size, and we want to take it to the bottom, which is that size. That's how I measure mine. But these two need to be stuck together now. They stick easy enough, it's not a problem. It's just a waste if you're not using the whole serviette. That's why I've been cutting them down now. I realised when I was making loads and loads more glue. I'm not normally a messy kind of person, as in like enjoying it, you know what I mean? And I didn't particularly enjoy it when I first started it. I was like, yuck. Oh, I'm in love with it now. I absolutely love it. But it's because of the results. So I'm going to start from bottom. Don't keep your hands on too long because you will pull the paper back up and it'll rip. So I'm literally just trying to get it to stick a little bit, and then you're going to push it on with your brush anyway. Same thing. Just take your time. I'm rushing because that's what I do. I just love it. Do you know who I would give credit to for this? It's same as, I did a video, didn't I, using the bleeding tissue art. And it turned out, I credited the person that I'd seen do it, which was right. But then it turned out loads and loads and loads of grandmas and teachers had done it in the past. I'd never heard of it, me. I mean, I'd done it before, but not to the scale of what everybody was telling me they'd done it. So it blew my mind a bit. And then I thought, when I was doing this, I thought, obviously so many people have done it. Don't know how they've even thought that this would work or anything. But I just think, teachers. It's got to be a teacher that's come up with it. They play with all the glue and stuff, don't they? I like this glue when you put it on your hands and then you peel it off after. That's the only bit I remember doing at primary school art. Glue in your hands. Yeah, so I thought, I was thinking about it in bed last night and I thought, my credit goes to a teacher. I mean, I'm probably totally wrong, but teachers do amazing things with them kids. Amazing. Me and Toby were watching a video the other day and it was just a random thing. But it was like a rhyme and it was learning how to put in a U or a double U and what follows it and whether it's a double letter next and what have you. And it just came up on YouTube and he started singing it. I said, how do you know that? He says, that's how we learn at school. I was fascinated. I tell you, teachers are amazing. They don't get paid nowhere near enough. But then again, we say that with a lot of professions, don't we? Doctors and nurses who work for NHS and what have you, it's rotten. Yeah, but we won't go down that rabbit hole. Yeah, too upsetting for everybody. Just causes arguments, doesn't it? Right, so this is the clear one, where you can see the robins through it a bit. I'm just going to cut edge off because I know what I'm going to do with it, so... Ooh, I think we'll stop at this one. Oh, we'll use that glue first. We'll see. What time are we on? Yeah. I only wanted like an half-an-hour video. You didn't need to see anymore. But with this one... I'm going to use my stamp that I use on the back of my cards, and I'm going to stamp it. Now I've got my own personalised serviettes. Although it does go through. I need to get my alcohol ink out before I start. My alcohol cleaner before I start the live today. So this was just to show you, yes, you can stamp on it. And I thought the easiest way for me to do it was to use my own thing rather than trying doing patterns and stuff. It's just quick. That'll do. I never clean that stamp off, but I never use black normally. I only use, what do I use? Arctic. I only ever use Arctic. Yeah, I'll clean that off after, straight through. But like I say, just to show you that you can do what you want on them. And this is extremely thin. So we know what we want. We're going to go that width to that width. That fits my paper. And then we're coming down to the bottom. See, it's quick, isn't it? Lay them flat and all. I laid them over my chair yesterday. I didn't realise all the glue were running off and dripping on the floor. You live and learn. Luckily, it's like water-based and it comes straight up. No problem. Didn't even get a coffee stain. Yeah, like I say, you can use inks for this or tea. I can't stand the smell of tea, so I won't have in that up here. Tea's rank. I'm jealous of Andy when he has tea because he's got that, you know, when you have a sip and you go, oh, I'm jealous of that because I've never had that. I get a nice feeling with coffee when I have my first coffee. It's like, that's nice. But never that, I want that. But no, tea's rank. And it just smells, oh, nah. No. I like the colour tea rose, if that makes a difference. God, I'm weird sometimes. See the difference, how thin this is. I love it. So again, you'll feel it drag. You know when it's time to put some more glue on. Even if you think you're going to get to end, it's not worth pushing it. I mean, at the moment I'm doing, oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm going to say I've done all right. I haven't ripped any yet. But I have ripped loads while I've been doing them. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to say then. I'll put the links in, the affiliate links in the bottom for the glue. If you guys in Australia or America, because your affiliate is set up now, if you want out, drop me a message, you know. It's never bothering me. It helps me a lot, honestly. Every little penny counts. And like I say, it literally is pennies. But it all counts. Even if one day it just pays like £3.49 for my glue. Is it 49? Yeah, £3.49 for my glue. It's a help, isn't it? We all need a bit of help now and then. Right, so that one's done. And I just love that you can see the... I haven't done it on one of these where you can see the faint robin and then put my own touch on it. So we'll do one more just so I can use that glue. Just put that one on the floor. I'm going to go with my favourite. Absolutely love this. I tell you, it's one of those things where you just get lost, and before you know it, your floor's covered in them. Your work surface is covered in them. Everywhere is just covered. Wet fingers time, see if that works. There you go. I normally use tape. Piece of tape that side, piece of tape on the side, and it just pulls it apart. But I can do it with my hands. It means I can save some pennies on the tape. There we go. I didn't cut it down, did I? I'm going to chuck these, but I would normally work with them. Only because I need to tidy up ready for, like I say, for live. So I'm just going to cut bottom off. Right, you are. Just get a piece of scratch. I think I like this because the white goes really see-through, and because we put coffee in it, it gives it that hint of old, and I don't know, it's weird. It's not even vintage because it's got lemons on it. But I've got to admit, all the ones I've done, I think it's my favourite. Although saying that, I did some different ones yesterday, which I'm going to show you now. So let's see how they turned out. I also did it with some cheesecloth, but the cheesecloth was too... It's worked, but it's not what I wanted. It's too tight, knit, whatever it is, how we put it together. I didn't want it that... I wanted the thread to be more spread, if you know what I mean. But that is it after. It's pretty cool, isn't it? You can scrunch it up and do what you want. That's what I mean by putting it on in your books that you do. Great stuff. Watch this one rip now because I've left it too long. Can you hear my laminator? I hope you can't. 2 hours, it's ridiculous, isn't it? How much you like? I mean, it's only a laminator, it's not going to be mega electric, but 2 hours. Thing is and all, I've got to go back downstairs before we do it live, and I've got to leave it on, which I don't like. But we won't be downstairs long. What time is it now? It's 9:10 and we're going live at 11, so it won't be long. And I've got to clean up the aftermath from all this, plus get ready, so I might only be down there in time to have a coffee and that's it. See, all the creases it's putting in, that's what I want in mine. You could try hard to get them out if you want, but I don't want mine out. You'll see why. So like I say, you can use it for your books, but I wanted mine for just something totally different, which I will show you in 1 second. There we go. There's enough there to do another, but I'll do it off screen. Put that behind me. Right, let's get this out of the way and go through. I didn't even mark my edges up, did I? That'll do. I don't think I did on my last ones either. Right, so all that's done, you've done it all, you've put it over there and you've come back up day after and this is what you've got. So, this is one of the other serviettes that I did. That's this one. I bought these to do on the cards and they came too late after I'd done the video, but I thought I'd give it a go on here. I didn't know it'd work without colour through it. So this is my first time seeing it. So again, I lifted the little bit up there. I think, did I do it all the way around? Apart from the top. But they come off so easy. Oh, see, I've ripped it. That's what you get for rushing. But it doesn't matter because I'm not using that bit. Just be a bit more careful than me. You could probably use that again. Yeah, you could use that again, but I'm throwing it away because I need the room. But look how cool that is. I knew it did. This was the one, when I opened the serviette, it had an hole in the middle. So I am wondering if all these will. You know, from where it were folded? Yeah, it has, look. Can you see that tiny hole? So all those are going to have that little hole in it. So I don't even... Oh, let's just do it. Look what your serviette's done. Screw it up. Lay it back out, cut it down, make your cards. You've still got that. And it hasn't ripped it. Anymore, anyway. What do you think? I'm not sure on the whole colour bit. I just love what it does. I could sit and play with it all day. So I'll put that one there. Right, this is one where I did it double. Oh, I ripped it real bad. I don't even think this is going to come off in one piece. And I didn't start the edges off. So I think this is going to rip all the way down. Well, it's coming out. Yeah, it's ripped there. My fault. Entirely. I did 2 of these. It's a good job, isn't it? This was another one that was wafer thin. Oh, this is a good start, isn't it? Showing you how to do it. And I'm ripping it. Like I say, I only want the middle. See, I didn't do one of these before, so I wonder if my other one's not going to come off as easy either. Well, it's just showing you that we all struggle. I just want that to stay in one piece. because what I want to do with it I think will be brilliant. But saying that, it might be a bit more delicate, this one, anyway. Might not even do what I want it to do. If I can screw it up and pull it out, then it's good for what I want. It feels to be struggling here. Come on. Don't let me down. Here we go, ripping. I've not had one that's come off like this. They've all come straight off. It had to do it when I'm filming, didn't it? This is where I think it's going to rip now on this line. Oh yeah, it's ripped there. Not bothered about that. Don't rip it middle, please. Now then, let's have a look. I love seeing through the white. Let's see if it does it. So you've seen it screwed up. If it goes in bin, it's my only one that's going in bin because it's ripped there. And it's ripped there. But what I'm wanting to do with it doesn't matter if it's ripped like that. And it's still doing the... I want 8 1/8 by 8 1/8. I hope you like that. Where have I just put the other ones again? So this was one just showing you using the backing. Oh, this won't have worked. I haven't soaked it. This definitely won't work. That'll rip. Oh no, it won't. But look how easy that came off. And I've got my own design paper. You can't believe it, can you? It was so thin. That's why I like all the creases in mine. I'm going to leave that one on so I can take it off on live. Now this is one of those that I cut down. I lifted this corner up. So the other one that we've just pulled off that I struggled with, let's see if this one's the same. No. I wonder what we're different. See, it's exactly the same one, but it's come off no problem. So this side's smooth and this side's rough, but I need all these creases in it. So I'm going to show you why. But I'll just show you that I did another lemon one. And I did that one. That's one that we put on a card. Oh look, the glue came back on and got wet. So I'll take them off later. Oh, that looks nice. So I'll move them out of the way. Oh, I honestly, I just can't get enough. So, this is what I'm doing with them. If you watch my other video, on the 18th of August, it's just gone up before the live. Where have I put these? Oh, wait a minute. So I've been making these wallets. This one you can do without a machine or out. This is for Toby's money for his holiday. And then some with the poppers on and using the envelope maker. Velcro. Yeah, I've done them like this so those that don't have the machine can just, I haven't put this one back yet. That's gorgeous, is that? So I thought, because I didn't know how the the glue and everything would interact with the laminator. Let me just take all my lemons out. It just so happened I had a load of lemons cut. But this is the lemon one. And just look how fantastic it is. If you look at these, listen to, well, you can see how thick it is, how sturdy it is, and I don't want to break it, but how they're really good and sturdy. But this, I can bend it and everything, and it's still going to stay the same. And you've got them creases all the way through it. And, 1 second. I'm going to send some of these out for today's winners on lives. And I'm going to put a card in. Although I'm not going to post it like that because water would go in. But I'm going to put it in a brown envelope. But then they can keep these and store things in them. Like I'm going to store my lemons in this one. You can put a sticker up front. You can write on them like we did with this one. The Toby one, I stamped Toby before we laminated it, so you can stamp on it what you want it to be, but I just didn't know how the glue would react with it, and it's perfect. Do you love it? I hope you love it as much as I do. I honestly can't stop looking at this one. I'm just in love. Right, I'm going to go, guys, because I've got to get ready for this live. I hope you'll have a go. If you've got any questions, ask me. If you've got any links that you want for America for any of the stuff, just ask me for them and I'll get them for you straight away. You better if you message me, because I definitely get the messages. I don't always see everything in group. Look, can't stop playing. Even the press studs, well, I think, what were they, $9.99? $10.99? Something like that. And you get 400 sets. I'm in love. Right, I'm off. And I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching, guys. I love you. Bye.